So Garmin Xero is Garmin's new bow sight, and it's this incredible piece of technology that incorporates both range finding technology and bow sight into one. So really, in short, instead of having to pick up and use a rangefinder and then figure out distance on your bow sight, it's all in one. It's a compact little unit that goes right on your bow like a typical bow sight. And when you're on draw, there's a button that you press and it actually gives you the range and then drops the pin on a reticle dot right there to the exact yardage, which is just fantastic in my mind. And what's so nice about it is you're not splitting pins or anything like that. You get the exact yardage, it compensates for angles, and it gives you that precise shooting when you really need it. I actually started shooting recurve when I was younger, and so coming into the compound with a Xero, it was a big change, but it's kind of the change that I was looking for. I mean, it was one of those things that I've been shooting it kind of just day in and day out. The thing is, with that Xero, it's a fantastic piece of technology, but you still need to practice. It gives you that precision in aiming when you need it, but you got to do everything up to that point. So I've been ducking out from work, over lunch and getting shots in, knowing we were coming down here and hunting back on my farm and whatnot. And this entire season, every time I use it, it just kind of blows my hair back. It's everything you kind of want in a bow sight. And one of the fun things that I do is just picking random spots and random angles that you'd be shooting from, and it's just dead on every time, you know what I mean? Starting at, going 20, 23, 27, 30, 33, 35. It gives you that exact pin every single time. One of the things that the Xero won't do is, you still have to know deer, you still have to practice, you still have to be comfortable, and most importantly, know your limitations. For me, I really felt comfortable into that 30-yard mark, especially from the sitting position. And you just kind of have to draw that line saying, while this sight can go out to 100 yards for target, this is where I feel comfortable as a hunter, and that's the limitations that you have to follow. As hunters, we're always trying to make the most ethical shot, and one of the things you never want to do is lose an animal. If it's deer, if it's birds, if it's anything. And so one of the things that I really love about this is that sight helps you in those situations, because instead of splitting pins and guessing yardage, when you're putting that pin on that animal, it's exactly where it should be. Down here in Texas, there's a lot of deer, and there's a lot of eyeballs on you when you're in the stand. And so having that ability not to be moving with a rangefinder and then with your bow is really, really helpful down here. It's just one fluid motion up, range it, let it fly.
Visit Garmin.com to learn more about this incredible technology and add it to your collection of hunting gear.